It is time for the final football Friday night of 2023. We've got 8 regional semifinals coming at you over the next half hour.
1 win down, 4 to go for teams chasing that state championship trophy. Let's have some fun. It is time for football Friday night.
They're coming in from far and wide, filled with team spirit and hometown pride. All fired up from the big pepper rally last night. Hear the marching band playing the fight song. Teams charging the field, ready to get it on. Cheerleaders working up the crowd with all their might. That's what I love about a high school football Friday night.
Welcome into Football Friday Night on 9, presented by McCoy Federal Credit Union. I'm Alex Walker. He's Jared Oliver. In 4M Region 1, we've got a pair of fantastic regional semifinals, and we start with Apopka visiting Seminole in our Game of the Week.
The Blue Darters have finished as state runner-ups 3 of the past 4 seasons, but they have to knock out the district champs for a chance at another run.
The Seminoles beat Apopka 21-3 back in September, but they've lost 4 of the last 6 in this series. Seminole last won a state championship in 2020, and remember, they beat Apopka in the semis that season, the state semis. As for tonight, first possession for the Noles, they get 6. Carson Sikirios Lasky to Michael Key. Add 2, it's 8-0 Seminole. Later, Apopka fakes it on 4th down. Antoine Robinson loses his footing, goes down, Seminole ball in the 38. Next play, Sikirios Lasky. Check out the catch by Justin Rosado. Nice grab, 1st and goal. Next play, Sikirios Lasky goes back to Key. His second touchdown catch and run of the game. It's 15-0 after the first quarter. Let's go to the second. Seminole turns to the ground game. Rodney Grant goes 23 yards. 22-0 Noles. That was the halftime score. Third quarter action. Sikirios Lasky got tired of throwing it, so he runs it. Scamper makes it 29-0 Noles. Apopka showed some offensive life late in the third. Tyson Davison scores the first touchdown given up by the Knoll defense in the playoffs. 2 fourth quarter rushing scores for the Seminoles in the 4th. The second by Deshaun Watkins. That put the Noles up 35. You know what that means. Running clock the rest of the way. This game wasn't even close. 42-14 the final. Shane Whitehead was there. He talked to the winning coach and QB1.
I am just so proud of our guys. We executed on all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams, and just going through it. Our concepts was there, our defense was there. I'm just very proud of our guys for playing against a good football team and getting the job done.
Got off to a good start, and then the defense really dug in.
Well, you know, I've been hearing a lot about, injuries, and we've been hurt this year, and we got healthy at the right time, and as you can see it, the guys come out there and we play football, 4 quarters of football, and defense held it down like they're supposed to. They did a great job.
Was that your best game when it counted most?
I mean, whenever you can beat a team that, go to the state championship, at a state championship, we're really proud of our guys. So it is good to see us as a unit. It was really good to see us together, and it counts the most, especially against Apopka.
Well, that looked easy, was it?
I mean, nothing's easy when you win a playoff game. We had a great week of practice. We thought we prepared very well for them. They're a great football team, and it all comes with preparation.
Get to practice on Thanksgiving. That's always a good thing, right?
Yeah, that's what we've been looking forward to all season. If you get to practice on Thanksgiving, you're one of them small, select teams that get to make it to the playoffs, and, it just feels great.
Huge win for the Noles. So Seminole advances to the regional final against the winner of our next game, Lake Mary and Mandarin out of Jacksonville. The Rams are the #1 seed in the region and survived a scare against the 8 seed Boone in the opening round. Lake Mary was down 10 at the half last week, came back to win 41-38. Would they need another comeback tonight? The Mustangs marching right down the field on their opening drive until this. Tremel Jones picked off by L.J. Williams. Huge play from the Lake Mary defense in the red zone. Later in the quarter, the Rams find some wiggle room. Noah Grubbs to his favorite target, Caden Harshbarger. 18 yards, move those chains. That drive would stall, but they get 3. Luke Shaley from 22 yards out. Lake Mary on the board up 3-0. That score would hold until this. Deshard Westcott never stops churning his legs. We've got an all-out rugby scrum on our hands. The whole team's going to score. I counted, I promise. 2-point conversion good as well, 8-3 Mandarin. How about more from the Mustangs on their next drive? Tyant Weich from the Wildcat. Right at my camera, extends Mandarin's lead to 14-3. They would go for 2 and convert again. Antoine Belgrave shorter. Rams down 16-3 at the half. They would cut it to 6, but Mandarin blows them out 36-10. So the Mustangs will visit Seminole in next week's regional final. In 4M, Region 2, 6-seed Dr. Phillips on the road at 2-seed Plant. The Panthers played a great game, but they lose in overtime to the other Panthers, 31-24. Plant will visit Sumner in the regional final. The Stingrays beat Durant 40-25.
The Edgewater Eagles are unbeaten in the regular season for the past 2 years, but hasn't made it back to a state championship game since 2020. Tonight, the Eagles put another perfect season on the line tonight against the Jones Fighting Tigers in a regional semifinal showdown. Jones beat the Eagles in the regional semis last year. Jones got the ball first, and they cap off a long opening drive with a tough run by Jerry and Parker. Tigers on the board first, 7-0. Edgewater's offense also with a long, methodical drive down the field. Caden Shields-Dutton comes off the left side, finds the end zone, untouched. The Eagles level things at 7 apiece. But here comes Jones again on the ensuing drive. Trevor Jackson throws in the flat to Jaquez Varner for an easy pitch and catch. Jones back in front, 14-7. Both offenses playing nearly perfect football in the first half. Edgewater's Sir Samaj Fleming breaking free down the sideline. Nothing worse than water from a guy's cleats getting in your face. Game was tied at the half, but the Tigers stunned Edgewater on the road, 28-24. So the Tigers end the Eagles' perfect season in the regional semis for the second straight season. So next Friday, the Jones Tigers will visit 3-seed Tampa Bay Tech in the 3M Region 1 final. And the Titans went on the road to beat Armwood tonight, 27-22. All right, in the 3M bracket, the Delan Bulldogs squared off against Orange City University. These two met back in late October when the Bulldogs handed OCU their only loss of the season, 14-3. Round 2 is to keep their season alive. This game was held at the New Smyrna Beach Sports Complex. Early first quarter, Delan with possession on 1st and 10, and Jaden Lewis decides to keep it, and he gets loose, turns it into a 50-yard run. Then later on 3rd and goal, Lewis hands it off to Marvin Lane and creates his own. The Bulldogs go up 7-0. Skip to the second quarter, Delan with the ball again. Another 3rd and goal to go. Lewis looks to throw and finds Javon Ross. It's a touchdown, and it's a 2-point lead, 2-score lead for Delan. Orange City University looking for some life. Malachi Walters finds Barrett Schultz, the 6'4" wide receiver. Bulldogs pull away in the second half to win 31-3. All right, up next, the Bulldogs get a date with top-seeded Treasure Coast out of Port St. Lucie in the 4S Region 3 final. Then the Titans beat Vero Beach in the other semifinal tonight as well.
That score was 31-13, by the way. Lake Minneola enters tonight's 4S Region 2 semifinal. Winners of 7 straight games, the Hawks, with a 35-16 win over Haines City to reach this point. Tonight, Lake Minneola hosting Wiregrass Ranch out of Wesley Chapel, Florida. They beat Springstead in the opening round. The Hawks with a short field on their first drive. They make quick work of the Bulls' defense. Jackson Hughes to Jacob Kania, 7-0 Hawks. Next, Lake Minneola possession. Hughes to Denari Adams on the screen. That works to perfection. Goes 35 yards and sets up the Hawks offense in the red zone. They would cash it in on the ground. Dane Tompkins from 17 yards out. Those helmets are sweet. Hawks soaring in the regional semis of 14-zip. Back comes Wiregrass Ranch. Patrick Cognetta to Alex Condon. Gets drilled by Jason Wiggins, but still moves the chains. The Bulls polish off that drive. Ian Wilson, 10-yard touchdown, cuts it to 7, but Lake Minneola wins by 2 touchdowns, 42-28. Up next, the Hawks will visit top seed Lakeland in the regional final. The Dreadnoughts took care of business against Bartow tonight to advance. That's a 4S Region 2 final. We are just getting started here on Football Friday Night on 9. After the break, we've got highlights from 3 more regional semifinals, including a 3S Region 3 showdown between Rockledge and Mainland. The 10-1 Bucks, the top seed in their region. We also head to Jacksonville, where the Hornets of Bishop Moore battled Riverside in a 2M regional semi.
Orlando Christian Prep was at home tonight hosting Providence School from Jacksonville. Find out if the Warriors could get the win to advance to the 1M regional finals.
A lot of good games coming up, but before we go back to the field, it is time for our first Sonic Battle of the Bands. Here's the Lake Mary Ram High School Marching Band. Welcome back to Football Friday Night on 9, presented by McCoy Federal Credit Union. Last December, Mainland lost to Lake Wales by 2 in the state championship game. All season long, the Buccaneers have been fighting to get back to that point, a chance to win a state title. Tonight, Mainland hosting Rockledge. Former Magic star Vince Carter, on hand to watch his alma mater with Bucks basketball coach and his former teammate Joe Giddens on hand. Both defenses were great. First it was Myron Schaefer and Dennis King combining. Then Rockledge answers J.J. Zilberjan to sack Dennis Murray on 3rd down. A huge special teams play here. Watch this. Mainland has the field goal unit on. Jordan Woods blocks the kick. UCF commit Jalen Hayward scoops it and goes 82 yards the other way. What a change in momentum. The Raiders lead 7-0. Right before halftime, Gavin Greathouse on to kick, but it doinks off the upright. Weird first half. Rockledge leading 7-0. Mainland starts the second half with the ball. Murray to Tyree Witherspoon across the middle for a big gainer. The kicking game wasn't working, so on 4th and long, Murray to Marquise McCants. The gamble pays off, ties it at 7. Mainland completes the second half comeback, wins 22-14 to advance to the 3S Region 3 final. Next Friday, Mainland will host Sebring. The Blue Streaks taking down O'Galley 21-19 in the other semifinal. On the other side of that 3S bracket, the defending state champs from Lake Wales hold off Leesburg 17-10.
Bishop Moore's quarterback Bjorn Jurgensen has put together a great year, throwing for over 100 yards, along with 28 passing touchdowns. But tonight will be a huge test for the Hornets offense, going against a Jacksonville Riverside defense that's forced 47 sacks and 11 interceptions. Rainy and slick tonight up in Jacksonville. Did we mention the ball was slick as well? Ronald Bertrand scoop and score to get the first points on the board for the Generals. Bishop Moore up 10-7 and getting fired up. Quarterback Bjorn Jurgensen goes through the line and away he goes. Big keeper. Touchdown, and Hornets extend their lead. Generals looking for some payback, and Tashawn Gelsey is going to find Jamal Harvey Jackson. Check out this catch. Oh, that's beautiful. He's got a lot of green in front of him to run. Finally knocked down inside the 10. And then next up, Gelsey on the receiving end, leaping, catching the end zone, comes down with a touchdown for Riverside. Bishop Moore takes down Riverside, though, on the road 37-35 to advance to the regional final. Checking out some scores from the 2S bracket. The defending state champions from Cocoa continue their postseason run with a 35-0 beatdown of Delan. Next week, the Tigers will host South Sumter in the 2S Region 3 final. The Raiders eliminating Titusville tonight 44-7.
In the 1M regional semis, Orlando Christian Prep hosting Providence School out of Jacksonville at Edgewater Field. Scoreless game in the first when this happens. Warriors punt. Nobody downs the ball, so there's anybody's going to pick it up. It's going to be a guy named Jet. Jet Hood picks it up for Providence. It takes it the distance. 6-0 Stallions. Second quarter now. Swing pass for the Warriors out to Avery Anderson. And Anderson has wheels of his own. Takes it down the sidelines for the score. It's 7-6 OCP. After a Stallions field goal made it 9-7, here's some more special teams for you. This time it's OCP. Akeevan Anderson showing off the moves right up the middle. He gone. 14-9 OCP at that point. They win it 28-25. They advance to face Trinity Christian in the regional final. In the 1S bracket, Melbourne Central Catholic takes care of business against Halifax Academy 37-0. Up next, the Hustlers will host Trinity Catholic. The Celtics hammering Holy Trinity Episcopal 55-7 in that other semifinal. That does it for the highlights of tonight's action-packed regional semis, but we still have plenty more to come here on Football Friday night,
including our top plays of the week. We'll show you the best from the best of the second week of the playoffs in just a few minutes.
But first, our Sonic Battle of the Bands continues. Here is the Winter Park High School Band. Enjoy. Welcome back to Football Friday Night, presented by McCoy Federal Credit Union. It is now time for our plays of the week, and we start with play number 1 from our game of the week between Seminole and Apopka. Carson Securios-Lasky airing it out to Justin Rosado. Incredible concentration to haul that in. The Noles pound Apopka 42-14. They'll host Mandarin next Friday in the regional final.
Play number 2 comes to us from Orlando Christian Prep. Akeven Anderson showing off the moves on the kickoff. Takes it right up the middle, and he's going, turns on the burners, 14-9 OCP at that point, and they go on to win 28-25. They advance to face Trinity Christian in the regional finals. Our third and final play coming from Mainland and Rockledge. Huge special teams play. Mainland has the field goal unit on. Jordan Woods blocks the kick. UCF commit Jalen Hayward scoop, and the football goes 82 yards back the other way. What a change in momentum, but Mainland wins it to advance to the regional final.
And now our final Sonic Battle of the Bands. Here's the University High School Band taking the field. Enjoy.